Hey, so today we're going to talk about a little sensitive subject. It's very rare in my almost 20 years that I've been fired or terminated from a listing job. It has happened, I'll admit. We didn't see eye to eye. There was something going on. We didn't see eye to eye. They didn't feel like I could do the job. A lot of times I feel like it's communication when this happens, and it's very devastating to me. So to someone like me, I'm very competitive. I want to sell every listing. I want a 100% track record. It hasn't happened in many years. However, because I will do whatever it takes to make my client happy. I mean, I shouldn't even say that on here, but you know, we're in the customer service industry, and we're doing a service, and we want our clients to be happy. We want a good Google review. Come on, guys. We can't just pay for them with Visa gift cards. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, back to when to fire a real estate agent. Why would you fire your real estate agent? Okay, so the National Association of Realtors do surveys, and they ask consumers all these questions about, what do they want in a real estate agent? And a lot of times people want someone who has experience. They want someone who communicates effectively. They want someone who's going to fight for them, who's going to get them the most money. Obviously, these are all normal things that we want in a real estate agent, right? You assume that all real estate agents are created equal and this is what they provide. However, when you use a family member that doesn't really do it full time and only sold one house or five houses or zero houses, or when you just call Zillow, right? And you get a brand new buyer's agent on a team, maybe, or you just call anyone on realtor.com or any of those sites, the third party sites that send you to probably a team agent that's brand new. And what's going to happen is they did this survey, and they said that like 81% of sellers hire the first agent they meet, and they don't really know. I mean, sellers aren't really savvy on interviewing, right? It's like, I mean, interviewing skills is not innate. Like, you have to know it, you have to learn it, you have to have it like in your skills, your skill set to know how to interview someone for a job. I mean, this is the largest transaction of your life. It's your home. You want the most money. And a lot of times people just meet the first agent and they like them because they're nice and they look good. Maybe they're beautiful. Maybe they're handsome. I don't really know. They come with some numbers that sound really great on some MLS sheets, but the sellers don't really ask anything about, their historical sales or how many homes they've sold, or, are they going to work with that agent or a team member, or, you know, just a number of things you could interview an agent about. Anyway, so let's just assume that you picked the wrong agent and now you don't know what to do because you want to fire agent. Why would you fire them? So the reasons would be that they're not communicating with you. They're not answering your calls. They're not showing the property. The property's not showing at all. They're not calling you every week on the status of what's happening with your home listing. They're not keeping you informed. They are unavailable. After you sign the listing agreement, their personality completely changed. I mean, there are ways to go about this. You probably have to talk to the broker of the firm to get out of your agreement. There might even be a termination clause. So depending on what you signed with that agent, you might have to pay them back for their photos and professional floor plans and whatever money they spent. So check your agreement and what you signed. But generally, you're going to know within a few weeks if you have the right agent or not, because you're not going to have the communication. You're not going to, I mean, some sellers even go and do their own Google checking of their listing online to see if it's popping up and showing in places. I mean, I know a lot of sellers, they really stress out when their home doesn't sell right off the bat. Do you know the comps? Do you know where you fell in line with the rest of the properties that are listed for sale? Are you receiving the feedback every time it's being shown? Is your agent involved with the other agents with discussing? Does your agent have all of the property disclosures and everything about the home on the MLS for the other agents, the buyer's agents, to access? Or are they just ghosting people? you will know this. You will have an inkling, you will have a feeling. And if this happens, you need to fire your agent. And I'm sorry. Um, I'm not sure how you're going to have to get out of your agreement because I cannot get in between you and your agreement with another agent. And I have a realtor code of ethics that I have to abide by. So don't come running to me asking me how to fire my agent. So those are reasons why people fire their agents. Then they're not getting the job done, basically. And they're not communicating why the job isn't getting done. So if that is something you're going through, you need to reach out. You need to sever your agreement somehow, and you need to hire a new agent, and you need to interview them, and you need to ask the right questions. I do have another video on here about what questions you should ask your agent when hiring your agent. So let me know.